Hello there, my name's Gail and I'm one of the tutors here at the study store. It'll be my pleasure today to lead you through this video. I really hope you enjoy it. So should we make a start? I'm starting off with a piece of hand-dyed fabric, just plain cotton fabric that's been over-dyed. And I've got underneath a piece of heavyweight Vilene, the kind that you don't iron on, it doesn't have glue on one side. I'll place one piece over the other, as you can see. Just to talk for a moment about the threads I've picked out. The first one's a silver metallic. The second is a randomly dyed thread, so a space dyed thread that runs from light to dark pink. And the other two are just normal sewing cotton that you'd use in your machine for everyday sewing. I'm lucky enough to have a Genome Memory Craft 600 machine, which has lots of different inbuilt stitches, so I have plenty to choose from. You may not have quite this number, but if you've got a modern machine, you should have more than enough to complete this project. All you need to do is start to sew across your fabric with whatever stitch pleases you. From here on in, it's just about sewing random lines on your fabric. Make sure that you change your thread and also your pattern frequently, and that you intermesh the lines so that one's going across the other. Just build up the automatic patterns so that you achieve interest across the whole of your piece of fabric. This is actually a really peaceful project in that you can switch off while the machine's doing its work and think about something else, or even just listen to the radio or some music. Once you've got it to this sort of point where there's lots of different texture and interest created by the different threads, colours and stitches, we can then move on to the next stage. Next, cut out the heart shape from your templates and move it around on your fabric to find an area that looks best. Now mark around the outline using a pencil. Next, you can carefully stitch around the outline using your sewing machine. Once you've done this, cut the heart shape out and then go on to machine close satin stitch around the edge to stop any fraying happening. When it's completed, it should look something like this. Next, you need to print the template from our magazine onto some lightweight printer card and then fold it in half as shown, and I gently use a pair of scissors, just the handle of them, to burnish along the edge to allow it to lie flat, and then fold it in half again so that it forms a card, and again just burnish the edges with the scissor handles so they lie nice and flat. Next, you need to apply your heart shape to the front of the card, and you can do this either by sticking it with double-sided tape or by using a little fabric glue. And this will be the variation of the card that just lies flat, that doesn't have a photograph in it. For the card variation that has a picture pushed into the top, you'll need to use your sewing machine to apply the heart shape to the card, and this is best done before it's folded. Just leave a little gap large enough to accommodate your picture at the top, and then you can carefully push it in and position it. And you're done.